Hello and welcome everyone. It's AMarkets Global YouTube channel. My name is Yuri. I'm an international business developer and affiliate manager in AMarkets. With this video, we are starting a series of interviews with our most successful partners. Their stories are really inspiring for those who are just starting their affiliate business and are really useful for developing affiliates. Today, I'm glad to have here one of the most successful women in the industry, running both travel and trading up to 80,000 subscribers, providing outstanding trading analytics, launching her own electronic advisor, and please welcome breathtaking Janna. Janna, how are you?
Hi, I'm okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Very nice to see you. Okay.
Nice to see you too. Janna, tell us how you came to trading. How did your path as a trader begin?
Okay. Thank you for the question. It's actually been back to 1990s, the end of 90s, where I was still at school, and I watched the movie which called Trading Places. I don't know if you've seen this or not. It's a quite old movie. I think it was released in 1980 something in America, but in Russia we had perestroika at that time. So in our country it was only released in 90s. So like nearly 10 years later. And it was actually a really nice movie and a lot of interesting and unusual things I've learned there. And one of that was actually trading, and it was like a stock market. And the first time I found out how at the end of the movie, I don't know if you watched it, probably a lot of you actually seen that movie. And the main interesting part of it was at the end when the guys made quite a lot of money in one trade. Okay, so I mean, there was a bit of cheating out there, but it was something interesting, and I don't know why, but this got into my head that I want to do something like that. I'm probably not the only one, just like a lot of people when they see right now is a lot of information, a lot of different adverts and movies and everything like that. So of course, you know how you want to get a lot of money so fast. It interests a lot of people, and exactly it was for me. Except I mean, I was still a bit young at that time, but I don't know, something did ring the bell. And but we had no information, absolutely nothing. So I couldn't learn what it is and how it works. And I started to find out about it more when I actually got my computer, the first one, which was few years much later. So I get back to that idea, and I thought I want to find out more. What was it? How did they do that? Okay. And again, there was not much information in the internet at that time too, especially in Russian. And we only had dial-up at that time, so of course I was trying to find out. It was so hard, and it was like saying it involves so much money, you know, to invest, to start it. So I felt, okay, I'll forget about this idea for now. And sometime in 2000s, early 2000s, when I got married to my husband, and he's English, we moved to England, and he was also interested in this topic, and it was actually more forex. And well, actually stocks were too, but again, it was involving quite a lot of investment. And so that's why he was like, let's look at forex. And I started to learn a little bit that, and it was more attractive and interesting because it was much easier to get into it. And the first thing was more interesting for me, so how I got into this is in England it was spread betting. And that's pretty much how I actually trade these days. Still continue the same way, more like a betting than the trading properly. And so that's why it was interesting, because it was easy. You know, like these days the same. You put your money in, you can start straight away. It's not like starting a business when you have to invest also a lot. You have to wait. You have to deal with a lot of different things like paperwork, accounting. Here in forex it was easy, no accounting, and in England it was tax free. So that's how I got involved in it, and started to learn, of course, more. Again, it was not much on online. Had a little bit more of the books and reading them, trying different strategies, trying to do quite a lot of course, first on demo accounts and different ways of looking at it, and come out with some ideas and got the strategy and started to use it, and started to get results, and continued since then. So I started about 2005, 2006, and still continue doing it. So that's how that's quite a long story, but that's how all
That's
the
an
time.
interesting story. Yeah, it's an interesting story. I think that we definitely need to find this movie and copy the link to the movie to the description of this video, so our novice traders could just go through the movie and maybe get inspired as you did. So
But
thank
yeah,
you
but
very much.
what's
That was an
possible, yeah.
interesting story. Yeah, and another question: what does the trading gives you besides financial success?
Well, it gives the freedom pretty much. I mean, that's the main thing with trading is the freedom of doing what you want to do, and at the same time to earn from it. And also I'm trying to trade. I'm not a professional trader. It's like I'm saying I'm more like a betting trader, I would say, and it's more gives you a bit of excitement. Something to do, especially like for example now when it's lockdown and coronavirus, like the last year, it was so hard pretty much when you can't do anything at all. And it is something you are involved in, and you are doing this, you're trading it, and you get excited, and that's what it makes. Yeah, I mean, financial, of course, quite important one, but also it's when you can't do anything, like you can't go anywhere, you can't do anything else. That something is, to do. Okay, so that's pretty much it. And I mean, like freedom, because you see, I like to travel a lot, and that's how, again, back in those days when I was looking at those opportunities, to do my travels, to actually start a little bit to go and see the world. And that's how I saw also like trading forex could be financial and freedom and something else exciting to do, and at the same time to do other things. So that's pretty much it.
Okay, yes. Well, freedom and excitement is that what we feel actually too. So, yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
talking about that, how do you manage to successfully combine these two such opposite topics in your YouTube projects, like active travel and trading, which actually requires some more attention and some concentration? How do you do it?
Yeah, just like I was saying, I'm not trying to make it is more like full-time job, like I have to do this. I don't have specific targets. A lot of people look at it as a main source, like the main income. They try to put the targets. They want to make so much profit from it. For me, it was more like part-time. Okay, so it's like more like something I can do easily. And when I'm saying easily, I mean, okay, forex trading is not easy, of course. It requires quite a lot of attention, especially you need to follow all the news, what is happening in the world, especially like now it's political. Before it was a little bit easier, I think, because markets were reacting a lot on economical news. And that's how I started with only trading economical news. I was just placing my orders at specific time when the news were coming out, and I was just waiting for the market to move one or another direction. And it was quite predictable that time. It was jumping up and down, and so I was getting my profit, and I was happy and walk away. So I wasn't sitting, like mornings. Some people are not sitting mornings, days, nights. They don't sleep. They get crazy out of it. It's a bit too much. So that's why that's how I decided that I want to do that. So when I started to trade forex, also I was doing the other things. I was actually at that time I couldn't even speak English. I was learning English. I was having the other job and doing this at the same time. And as a part time, it's come out quite actually nice and progressive. So I left any other jobs and my husband too. So that's how we started to travel and trade, because, like I say, it was only specific hours of trading. So not need to be at particular all the time. So you need to be at the particular times. So when it was very good moves during the news, of course. So for example, when I was traveling, I was waiting for those moments, and thanks to we have internet everywhere, and so I could at that time like to switch on my computer, put the trade form, wait for the movement, get the profit, and that's it. And then turn it off and then continue enjoying my travels. You see, now the market is a little bit changed, and of course my strategy is continue a little bit changing. And like for example, not only on the news events, now the economical news events are less. Um, not as strong as they used to be. So I started to trade, for example, European London opening sessions. So the same, was looking for the possibilities to enter my trade. So I was placing the orders and waiting for that time. So that's how it's, again, European session, economical news, for example, American session. So you see in during the day, so there are some specific times, and that's why I have time to do what I want, but at the same time to keep trading. So that's why I'm saying it's not full time, and trying not to stress out myself that I have to be all the time at the computer and I can't do anything else in this life, you know.
That's really good to find this balance. I guess it's a perfect balance. Yes.
Yeah,
Getting back to your story, how did you get the idea to launch your own Forex related channel and start an affiliate program?
Okay, so it's actually because when I started to travel, I have started my travel channel. Actually, first I had a blog, my travel blog, where I was posting photographs and different articles, and then was more interested in I always was interested in videos. And when YouTube appeared, so I was like quite the first ones of the pioneers, I would say. And I started to post my videos on YouTube, and actually started to get more attention from people. I mean, I never was looking at it something different than just, you know, to share my travels with my family, friends, and then of course it was more bigger audience with the other people started to be interested in my videos and watching where I am, what I'm doing, where I'm like traveling. And then started just asking me the question, so how can you afford doing this? What do you do? Do you work as a, I don't know, like a travel advisor or something with anything to do with your traveling? And I'm just like, no, I have been running my blog. So of course I was doing some articles and earning from that too. And at the same time, I was continuing my Forex. So as I was mentioning people, so I'm doing Forex, I'm doing this. I also was doing some other affiliates products, also like selling some affiliate trading books at that time, and travel stuff at the same time. So it was quite a combine of everything. So and people started to get more interesting. What about Forex? Because, like I'm saying, Forex is more interesting for people as a fast and quick starting compared to everything else. Like I'm saying, like with the blog, yes, it's again time consuming. You have to start it, you have to create it, you know, you have to post all the time. But Forex is like I'm saying, you just put your deposit and you can start to trade straight away. And so people started to ask more and more questions, and then I'm started to be tired to answering everyone, you know, and when they're writing me in private, and I thought, okay, maybe it's time to create a channel and actually to show what I do. And that's how I started it. Again, it wasn't any like commercial or anything. I just created it, posted one of the videos with one of the brokers I was trading at that time. So I showed how I placed my orders, and that's how I started. I think after that, I didn't even make any more videos, and people were just asking me again about this, and I was answering them and more questions. And then afterwards, like a few months, I think later, I started to post a bit more videos explaining a little bit more how my system works and how I trade, showing the results of my trading. And of course, that's how I started. I created my blog, also Forex blog, and I had a little bit of bad experience with some brokers, and so that taught me that not to trade with just one broker, but split, you know, between few. That's why I started to look for different brokers, and also, of course, becoming an affiliate of them, and then just placing, you know, like affiliate links also on my blog. And people always asking questions, of course, about different brokers, and so they can see, like, you know, which one I'm working with, and I'm always researching, you know, looking at and see which one are quite reliable ones, so I can work with them. And well, that's how it's all started, and that's how I continue to do it.
Janna, talking about brokers, what do you value most in the broker you choose for yourself and recommend to your subscribers? What are the most important things?
Right. So you see, because I have been so long since some brokers started from the moment when I started, and actually, like, the bad experience was with some brokers who were actually new, and also quite a not new one, but I'm not going to say the names of the brokers. Yeah,
Right.
but after those kind of experiences, I started a little bit more like research, doing more research on the brokers when I'm looking at them and trying them. Of course, like the most important is that the broker been on the market for a while. Okay, so not like 1 or 2 years. I had one, but for quite a while. So then, of course, reviews. Now is a bit more sources where you can read people, what they are saying, what they're writing. Then, of course, customer support is quite important. And so when someone answers your questions quite fast, so I think this is that really good point for the broker. And well, that's like the main ones: the reviews, been on the market for a while, and have good reviews. Of course, everything else, for example, the conditions. I like the bigger leverages. Not all the brokers offer high leverage, even though yes, it's risky with the high one, but still, I prefer high leverage to trade. And of course, not restricting. For example, I like scalping, use VAs, and so this kind of conditions I'm looking at. That's pretty much it. That's the main points.
Thank you. Really important things you mentioned. Can you share the components of success in Forex with novice traders, because there are a lot of beginners watching us on the channel? So can you share the most important things, the components of success in this business?
You mean how to become a successful trader?
Yes, please. How to become a successful trader when you're only at the very start?
Well,
just a few things, 2-3 components.
Well, the most important here is the patience. You need to be patient and not to expect a lot right at the beginning, because I know a lot of people would want to start and have everything straight away. It's not going to be success if you're going to think that way. That's definitely. You just need to practice a lot and expect that you can earn from it, but not become rich straight away, rich fast. It's not a fast, how you call it, fast, get rich scheme. It's not. That's why there's a lot of negativity about Forex, because a lot of people, and of course very bad, all these adverts and everything else where people are trying to mislead, showing all this wealth and everything you can have with it. Just don't think about it right at the beginning, okay? So just think about it as an opportunity, good opportunity, with patience, with just sit and learn, and of course try and practice quite a lot. I'm like saying on demo. I know a lot of people saying don't do on demo, go straight on the real account. No, first need to do it on demo account, be a little bit more understand what is going on, what's happening, come out with the strategy, lots of strategies there, see which works best, and stick to it. And when you start to get results, again, not the silly ones, but with money management in mind, on the demo account, with money management in mind, started to get a little bit more success from it. And so that's how you go into the real account, also with the money management, with the smaller lots. You try practice, and little by little, but the patience, the most important. So I think to become successful, you need to be patient. That's important. And not stressing out. This is very important, because like you start to losing, backwards, forwards, and like you say, like 1 step forward, 2 step back. It will be. So don't get frustrated. So just concentrate and keep doing, and that's how you get to success.
Thank you for the advice. Really important things for our novice traders. What are your plans for the development of your Forex business for 2021? Share us some projects. I know you have a lot of them.
No, I don't have any projects, because as you probably noticed, I mean, people who visited my blog and my YouTube channel, I don't see it as a business. It's just a project where I'm showing what I'm actually doing. And I'm not like selling expensive courses, because there is so much information there on the internet, which is free and which is very good. and I only have like a little bit like affiliate links. This is just, well, why not? Let's say it that way. And that's pretty much it, which people know about. I'm telling them about it. They see it, all my affiliate links, what I do. And I'm just going to keep trading the way I do it, like part-time. I still don't want to, to do it as a full-time. I was trying to do it like while we had coronavirus, and because I couldn't go anywhere, I was trying to do a little bit more trading, pretty much like full-time, but it's really tiring. Okay, so, and because it's still a lot of stress, and I prefer still doing it part-time. Right, and with the opening of the borders, I still want to keep traveling, okay, and if not traveling, to enjoy a little bit more, going out, things like that. That's why I'm not going to make any more what I'm doing now, okay. And I was still thinking maybe to go into cryptocurrency. That's like another one which I was talking about previously, but I'm still not feel comfortable to trade it, like to trade it. So, and that's why I'm just going to hopefully continue still sharing my results of trading, what I do, how I do it, and of course help people who is watching my videos, and to understand the way I'm trading, if they like the way I'm trading, to maybe they can learn, how to trade the same, like I'm saying, because like I have the one only thing what I'm like kind of selling, I'm not even like selling, not even pushing it, is the EA I'm using, and it's the only like thing, but which like it's more like a tool I'm using in my trading, so that's what makes me feel much better and easier and stress-free to trade with the EAs, because my orders which I'm placing, like I was saying, like through the years I have been doing it all the time manually, I'm doing now with this EA, and that's why you see I'm placing those orders. It keeps the trades, whatever I got the profit with it, I come out, and that's it. So it's like it's not as stressful, it's not as too much pushing, and that's what I'm probably going to continue doing. Just continue with the same strategy, doing it part-time, and no big business plans, to progress with anything else. So just keep doing what I'm doing.
Yes.
And share it to everyone.
It's really hard to make plans nowadays,
Especially.
One more question, just an interesting question. You traveled all around the world and you traded while traveling all around the world. What is the best place where you get the maximal inspiration and luck maybe in trading? What is the best place to trade? Is it home or somewhere else?
To be honest, no, like I'm saying, with my strategy, it doesn't matter. I never was thinking about it like, okay, when in this country I traded better, in the other country, not as good. The only difference when you are in different countries, of course, is the time zones. And that's what is the hardest was for me, because, for example, when I was in Russia, it was much better to trade opening of European session, because in Russia it's already some time, because Russia ahead of Europe. Harder was like in America and US, because it's nighttime. So you have to sleep there when all the main European sessions happen. But easier. So for example, like in Russia, it's easier for European session, for American session to trade. So it's like, let's say, in that respect, the time zones are better there if you want to do it during the day. So on the other hand, like I'm saying, that's the only difference, to be honest. That's it. But the main thing is, of course, internet also, the internet connection. For example, again, when I was in New Zealand, the internet connection was there awful. When we were, it's just like pretty much nothing there. It was really bad. And also like in Italy, we've been in Italy, and internet was really bad. I was also not quite angry, so stressed out, because I couldn't place my orders, I couldn't place the trade. And of course there is VPS you can use, but at that time I wasn't using it, and I still prefer more to watch it, even when I place the orders. Like I'm saying, I was doing it mostly manually, and I wanted to see what is happening. And so now, like with VPS, I can use my EA and leave it. That's what, when I'm, for example, if I'm having like, well, not now because of coronavirus, but back when it was a bit better, when I was flying on the airplane, of course, I was using VPS. And if I had, like, you know, those news happening, I was placing my orders with the EA, go on an airplane and forget about it. And then just like landed somewhere, quickly open my computer, see what's happened. So that's why I'm saying it's not really, doesn't matter which country, as long as there is internet there. And, well, of course, the time zones a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so interesting. Janna, it was so interesting to talk to you, and thank you for coming. We wish you all the best of luck in trading. We wish you fast internet all over the world. And of course, we wish you open borders for new travels, and we're always happy to have you as a guest in our channel. And for everyone watching, thank you very much. Please like this video, subscribe on our channel. Don't forget to see the links below the video to follow Janna on YouTube, social media, and of course, register an account using the promo code Janna FX and get a unique trading bonus from AMarkets. So thanks for watching, and see you guys on the next videos. Janna, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Bye, everyone. Good luck.
Bye.
Bye.